Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video. There's another paid request, this time for WSC Capital LLC. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, adding commentaries, reaction, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And then once again, WSC Capital, thank you so much for your generosity. I really do appreciate it. And the person actually gave me a choice of a few films, and I picked You're Next because I think I had seen this film before. No, I had seen this film before, but I didn't have a review up for it. And I wanted to see it again to see how my opinion was on this. And I guess I would say I'm a bit more positive now than I was back in the day, but at the same time, I don't love the film. I'm still not a big fan of this director, Adam Wingard. I thought he did a terrible job with VHS, the anthology, because I think it's one of the worst anthologies I've seen. It's not the worst. That would belong to stuff like Tales from the Quad-Dead Zone, or fucking... What was that? What the hell was that one the musician made? Veronica. There was another one I saw that was even worse. It was such a bad anthology, I completely wiped it from my brain. Anyway, Adam Wingard, I wasn't a fan of Godzilla vs. Kong. A lot of people, everybody else loved it. I was not one of them. I thought this guy's not the right director for it. I still feel that way. Blair Witch 2016, I thought was a piece of shit. I still think it's a piece of shit. It's his worst film. Complete, utter shitty sequel, but it's like a remake of the first Blair Witch, only done horribly. I hate Blair Witch 2016 with a passion. I hate that film. But You're Next and The Guest, I have issues with them. I don't love them like other people do. But I would say, yes, they are his better movies. It's just, the one shining thing in this movie is the character that Sharni Vinson plays as Erin. And to me, that is the only shining gem in the movie, is the main character. Now, granted, that goes a long way, because she does kick ass, she's a bit of a badass. That's cool. And the actress did a good job. She sadly did not do a whole lot after this. She was in Bait, Killer Shark movie. She was in a remake of Patrick. But she didn't really do that many films, sadly. It's just the plot, how stupid a lot of the characters are, which maybe they're being stupid on purpose, just to show how smart our lead character is. But the villains come off as rather stupid as well. The ending also left a bad, sour taste in my mouth that kind of made a lot of the preceding stuff null and void. Like, the ending left a sour taste in my mouth. I think that didn't help either. So you have this couple having sex, and the woman's killed, and the guy, who's Larry Fessenden, who's a director, he directed that god-awful film from 2013 called Beneath. Horrible fucking movie. But he was also a co-writer and a co-star of the video game Until Dawn. In the game, he was the, what do you call it, the groundskeeper? The guy with the flamethrower? That's Larry Fessenden. He's a director. He helped co-write Until Dawn video game as well as being in it, and he's in this. But he gets killed, and then you cut to this family going to have a reunion, middle of nowhere, and Sharni Vinson is the girlfriend to this guy, and her boyfriend, it's his family reunion. And there's going to be, I don't know how many people. Some of them are directors in real life, like Ty West. He's among this group. Of course, he directed X. X gonna give it to you. Yeah, an 84-year-old horny woman is going to kill people. And then she looks shitty because she has makeup. Because it's played by a younger actress who's the lead, but she's also playing the villain in bad makeup. Why? Just because. Anyway, not a fan of X. I'd probably say I'd rather watch this than X. I'll give you that. Also, the mom is Barbara Crampton from Reanimator, From Beyond, but really in a pointless role. She's given nothing to do but scream and die. So, to me, it's a complete waste of Barbara Crampton's time. Like, you give Barbara Crampton and that's all you give her to do? Pretty fucking lame, in my opinion. So, as they're getting situated, the mom tells... Our lead character is Aaron, so I'll just call it Aaron. And if you hear a noise, I am not alone. So if you're hearing noise, wondering what the hell it is. She joined me for one review, so she decided to stay for this review. There's a point where Aaron is told, hey, go to the neighbor and get some milk. Now, spoiler alert, spoilers, heavy spoilers. The boyfriend is in on this whole thing that's going to happen. Now, he doesn't try to stop and go, oh, I'll get it, or I'll be fine, I'll get it, or anything in between, because by this point we don't know that's the neighbor. Instead, she goes off. I'm sitting there going, well, what if she noticed the dead body in there? What if she actually did a bit more research, knocked on the door, looked around a bit more, and noticed that there's a dead body in there who's been put on the couch? Or she knows the guy was off, and maybe he's not okay, so then she calls the cops, go, hey, I'm at blah, 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 and this guy is not responding, I'm seeing him through the window, and what if she did any of that? But I just really, phones don't really work out there, so maybe that's why that can't happen. But I'm like, what if she knows there was a dead body, but I guess they got lucky. So during dinner, there's a big argument, and a lot of people say this is a very funny movie. I don't really get where the humor is and where the laughter is, because I didn't really find a lot of it funny. And then Ty West, who... my friend jokes it looks like him, Mike OCP. Like if you take off the glasses, like Ty West kind of looks like Mike, and he's the first to get killed with an arrow in the head. I don't think my friend Mike OCP, he's a fan of this movie either. I would say, I think the last time I saw this was probably when it came out, and God, it's been over 10 years. I think I've seen so much worse shit in 10 years. This kind of went up a notch or two without doing anything. I've seen so many worse shit that you look better in comparison. And then pretty much it's a home invasion film. You have a couple people, either you got a mask of a lamb or a fox, wolf, whatever, and others. They're shooting a bunch of crossbows in. The family's so stupid they decide to make a run for it, even though they shouldn't. Even though they shouldn't, they make a run for it. And they stupidly, one tries to make a run for full force, and there's a wire, and gets her neck fucked up from it. I still don't know, why the fuck would you want to make a run for it when people have shot like 85 arrows into the house? They don't shoot you too, but I guess it's really to make the lead smart, because the lead does say stay inside. And people do dumb stuff. People do dumb stuff in real life, let alone a movie, so it is what it is. It's not one of the main characters. I'm not supposed to like the person. They're in it long enough to do something stupid, get killed. Oh well, that happens a lot. Slasher movie, stuff like that. But at least the actress, Sharni Vinson, does a good job. She's strong, she's independent, she's likable enough in her attitude, she's gung-ho enough to be assertive but not be bitchy. It's not a woke, oh, she's just a fucking crummy bitch. No, she wants to live, survive, but she's not being bitchy to people. Oh, women are so much better. It's not being that, because there are women who are villains as well in this. Not being woke or anything. It's just a strong female character. And likable. And she does a good job. And she's the only thing, in my opinion, that keeps this film afloat. If you took her out, the movie would be dog shit. I think even people who liked it, they probably admit that too. Maybe not. And, she says, hey, stay inside. While dumb people try to run for it. She says we should each carry a weapon. She's carrying weapons to each of them. A intruder tries to get her, and she stabs the arm of the intruder. One guy, she kills one, bashes his fucking head in. And to be fair, again, this get more into spoilers starting now, heavy spoilers. To be fair, there's some decent twists. Meaning, at one point, this couple goes up, and the dad of the family gets killed, net slit. And then you realize that couple is with the bad guys. I mean, I didn't guess that the both of them were with the killers. Okay, that's actually a nice twist. And then you find out the boyfriend's in on it, of the lead, Aaron. He's in on it as well. It's all part of a, to get money. I forget the exact term for that. God, this is a fucking term. I don't know why I'm forgetting. My brain is rotting as I speak. Inheritance. To get the inheritance money. That's why it's happening. And that, there'd be witnesses, and they'd be blamed on these intruders, and then whatever the inheritance get, they would split it among even though there'd be a lot of people who could talk. So it makes me wonder if, even if it worked out well, maybe another movie where they start killing off each other, like other movies have been. Sometimes when the lady kills some of these bad guys, I wish there was a bit more to it. Like he bashes one guy's head in. She gets an axe. I think she should have kept the axe with her the whole time and used that to cut someone's head off or cut someone's head in half like that. I think that would have been much more satisfying than what she uses the axe for. Does the jump ahead, when I say the ending leaves a sour taste in my mouth, she uses the axe, puts a trap, so when someone opens the door, the axe goes like this. Well, what happens is, she finds out her boyfriend is part of it. He tries to sweet talk her. She's like, stabs him. Why? Why the fuck not? Kills him. But then a cop comes in, shoots her. Then the cop calls in for backup, comes in, there's the trap. She tries to warn him. The cop's a dumbass, gets killed. And so any of her badassery, independent skills, being a strong female lead is out the window. Because now the cops don't think she did it. She accidentally killed a cop. So all of her badassery is now null and void and been retracted. Because of maybe that was the thing that I disliked it. That sour, because an ending is very important with the movie. This is the last bits you think of the movie. It's the most fresh parts of a movie in your brain. And that ending with, oh yeah, well she got wounded by a cop, and now the cops don't think she did it, and the cops don't think she's the killer, and she's either going to go to jail or get an electric chair or go in jail for the rest of her life. And then now her fingerprints are on that axe trap. Her fingerprints are on there. Her fingerprints because she put the thing up. If she tells a story, she probably don't accidentally say, unless you don't say that the killers did and lie, even though their fingerprints aren't on it. And then since she doesn't know the family, she's the girlfriend, oh, you're an outsider. Oh, is that why you did it? Cause I mean, again, all of her badassery became null and void because of that. That'd be like if a Nightmare on Elm Street ended with, instead of how it ended, for some reason they think Nancy killed her boyfriend for some dumb reason, and the dad has been killed, and so they think Nancy killed her dad, John Saxon, as well, and she's put in jail, and she's yelling about Freddy Krueger in her dream. Yeah, okay, we'll see you in the mental institute. Goodbye, Nancy. See you in the mental institution. That'd be a pretty fucking lame ending as well. To me, it hurt the proceedings, at least to me. And made it like, why rewatch it? I mean, you don't even have her get the final say, final win. It's just supposed to be humor. Oh, this dumbass teen shit cop. And it has this like funny song at the end. So, but anyway, before that, there's some, satisfying moments, like dealing with the couple, and they're double teaming her, and she like kicks the door in one guy's face, throwing the other girl. She gets stabbed in the back, but then takes this like blender thing, slams on the asshole's head, plugs it in, zzz, shreds the guy's head up. Takes a knife, jams into the bitch's head, kills her. That was satisfying. That was fun. There's an interesting directing bit in the basement where you only see through a camera shutter, camera flashing, and she kills one. Granted, she just bashes his head in too, or his neck in. Would like a little bit of variety. Again, keep the axe, stab in the chest, and then, chop his fucking head off, or chop his head and do like this, like a fucking wishbone or something, or cleave his head in two or something. I think that would have been cool, and a better ending. Or with the phone, the boyfriend says, you can't kill me, they don't think you did it, they don't think this and that, and her using her brain, she had her phone out, so she shows them all the video footage of them confessing to the crimes. Confessing, his brother and stuff confessing to the crimes before him because they're talkative. The boyfriend confessing because he had a back turn and he's a stupid idiot. She was recording the whole time. You'd even have a bit where she has her phone out, she presses on, but we don't know why. And then afterward it's revealed why she did that. Come back to her, turn it on, but then she has it on to record. So now she has footage for the police. No, she can't call the police. Maybe the signal's blocked or whatever. But she could record the shit. This is how stupid I am. Did 2011 phones do that? Were they able to record in 2011? Now I'm trying to remember how cell phones have changed in 10 years. Were they able to record in 2011? If they were, they could have done that. And then that shuts the bad guy up. And then maybe cleaves his head in two with the fucking axe. And then splash, you're next. Like, number one, I think this evidence is nice and crystal clear. Number two, no, like, so why you don't kill me? Number one, I think this evidence is nice and clear as to who and what you are. And number two, why the fuck not? Hits the axe down, guy's head goes in two, and then you're next. I think that would be much more satisfying, stellar ending. And I would go, oh yeah, this is pretty decent, but the ending kind of ruins it. And again, the villains are almost as dumb as Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci in Home Alone. And there's even Home Alone trap where a guy walks through a window and steps on a nail. Which, funny enough, Ty West would have someone step on a nail in X. But even though these villains, I mean, I still buy him more than the fucking woman in X. So I was still like, you're next. It's not a rant. I don't love the film, but Sharni Vinson is Aaron kicking ass, being strong. Some of the twists on who the killers are, I thought was decent enough. It wasn't too overlong. It wasn't 2 hours long. Didn't overstay its welcome too much. It's just, I wish some of the other characters were a bit more smarter, a bit more creative, or a bit more original in writing in terms of those characters. I wish Barbara Crampton had a bit more to do. If the killers gave the lead a little bit more run for her money, where they were a bit smarter, and you did some more battles. Like, she doesn't really get much of a battle with the people with the mask. It's pretty much, once she's got them, either wounds them, they run away, or kills them, boom, it's done. It's like, well, let's get a big fight. Like in the kitchen, a guy with an axe with a mask, and her using whatever she can, or in the kitchen, the counter, whatever. Like, let's get some fights in there. Let's get some battles in there. I'm not saying she's going to be Cynthia Rothrock. I'm not saying she's going to be, Kung Fu Master. But I think, you get a bit more fights. I would appreciate that implemented into it more. I would have appreciated a different ending. In my opinion, would be a better ending. But again, when Sharni has her moments, and you have that synthesizer music going, which I'm a big fan of synth music, okay, these parts I like, these parts I enjoy, these parts I could deal with. Lead is good acting role. And again, if people like the film because of her, I can understand why. But to me, that's what makes the ending more of a sour taste. At least to me. So, I don't hate the film. I just think the film could have been better. I think there are parts that are good. There's parts that are annoying. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. So, I would say I don't hate the film. I'm just not a big fan of the film because of the reasons I said. But I think the lead is a very good lead. I don't know, maybe with a different director. Maybe with a director that had a bit more gusto in the gore scenes, or a bit more gusto trying to put in some action scenes, or a bit more to the ending to make it more satisfying. Maybe implement a bit more fights, battles with these killers. I think that would have made it a much more satisfying, exciting movie. That's just my opinion. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.